from someone who's played the original Silent Hill 2 and has a love for James, and also dancing after Maria dies. I could not wait to do it all over again in the remake.
Hot. I got a letter.
You got mail.
The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of myself.
After doing a couple spins and overall just discombobulating James and then getting roof water on his head, I proceeded to make my way to Silent Hill and realized how this may be the best game I have ever played as far as sound design goes, and could not wait to see how nothing in this game could possibly go even a tiny bit the best, and amazingly supreme. What the hell is this? Why does it look like that, bro? Not long after, James met Angela, and not too much changed about this cutscene aside from the fact that James made more sense.
I'm looking for my my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No.
While you stroll past this cornfield, if you listen carefully, you can hear the man that's hiding in it fart. I also found myself in other neat places like a flower shop.
Oh my god! Wow!
What is this?
It looks like FIFA 06 soccer for the Nintendo DS. Not long after, James found a weird bean on the street and decided to follow it, and proceeded to bless us with this camera angle.
Stay back.
I do have to say, this makes way more sense than the original version, where he heard a radio in a closed-off tunnel, grabbed it, and simultaneously killed a woman with no sounds or emotion to it.
I saw in the fog. Whatever it is, it's not human.
Whatever it is, it has fabulous shoes! On a side note, I almost forgot to mention that James can be healed if he downs an entire bottle of nutrition supplements. But if he wants to get super healthy, he stabs himself with rusty needles. Going further into the town, James had an early midlife crisis at the age of 29 while staring at colored paper, and then proceeded to break into literally any store he wants to. It's fine though. I hear that's a symptom of injecting rust directly into your veins. It makes you act a little goofy. I mean, let's be honest. Stealing from a cash register makes a lot of sense.
No.
All silly dillies aside though, there are a lot of puzzles and collectibles and stores you can just see by wandering around the town, which certainly wasn't in the original, but some things never change, like James's fabulous strut and James doing this.
Ah! No! Stop! Stop! No! Ah!
I hope that was worth it for the number 2. I'm not even grossed out, I'm just confused. As it turns out, the number 2 was a jukebox button I used to trigger a core memory for James. This key led me to another key, which was used to open up the Woodside Apartments. I gotta say, it makes a lot more sense to have puzzles in the beginning, because in the original game, you just kind of wander around the town checking to see where you can go. Wandering and finding so many roadblocks where you could so easily get to your destination, but alas, it's actually a maze solved by walking for 3 hours. The Woodside Apartments and the hospital are absolutely beautiful. I mean, just look at these stairs. And that means a lot coming from me because I will judge your stairs. The apartments consisted of a coin puzzle where you have to collect the coins and put them in specific orders. The coins consisted of a maiden, a flower, and a man that is so sleek and fine. Going upstairs, I found out that the room where you get the flashlight is pretty much the same, but I was surprised to see how long Mary's arms must have been considering that's her dress. Eventually, James found a key that he tried to snatch. It's a shame his arms weren't longer. Perhaps if his wife was still alive. On a side note, in the original, James got so damaged by this 8-year-old stepping on his hand that even the cameraman felt it.
Ow!
Look at how the camera just shakes like that. Like, the cameraman looks like he's in agonizing pain. Versus the modern day version, he was just like...
Hey! Wait!
Ah, shucks. Fingy grays. Speaking of Laura, James also found this drawing she made on the wall.
Huh. Quite the artist.
I also got this golden apple I got for, maybe opening up a peculiar closet that led to a peculiar Speedo dress. And after seeing Pyramid Head for the first time, finding a gun in a shopping cart, and seeing a man that died before the ad on the TV was over, and also toes, I found this room that looked like an escape room-esque thingy, and me and my friend worked together on it. What it boils down to is you need to find the numbers on the wall to solve the combination on the safe, but you will be given minor hints to where they could be. But we discovered that if you look on the wall in a certain angle, the numbers, and only the numbers, will flash. And it kind of makes sense given that you can change the difficulty of puzzles, so they can probably spawn in different places given said difficulty. Eventually, after staring at the wall, we discovered that we were overthinking it and already had the code. So we unlocked the safe and got a key and this coin. However, I personally really liked that puzzle, so I will give it a 10. But after that, we got to see our first cutscene with Eddie.
Hey, who's there?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it, I swear.
Hey, are you okay?
I didn't do anything. He was like that when I got here.
He? Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't kill him.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not saying that you did. Look, my name is James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie, okay. So, do you live here, Eddie?
No. I'm not even from this town. It's just...
Something brought you here.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Well, they came at me. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. I came here. Figured it might be safe, but then I found the guy in the fridge.
Easy, deep breaths. Look, this place, it's not safe. These things, this whole town, there's something wrong with it. It might be best if you just get out of here.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you want to come with? Maybe together we can find a way out of this town.
Oh, sorry, but I can't leave. Not yet. I need to find someone.
Oh.
And Eddie, be careful.
Yeah, you too.
Eddie, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I guess.
I love how James is so concerned about everyone. Eddie should just grab James's face and do exactly what this kangaroo is for some reason doing so naturally to this dog. But I honestly can't imagine Eddie charging towards James and rubbing his face for no reason. Anyways, I then found my way to the pool right outside and killed a couple more enemies, including, but not limited to, this one that died in a very freaky way, and found a coin in the stroller. And not long after that, I found my third and final coin, after putting some soda cans down a laundry bin for some reason. All of these coins were then put in a certain order that would follow a story that was being told, and once you get it right, it will switch to the next to progress the story. And once you're done with it, it will provide a key. I really like this puzzle too. James then took one big step into Blue Creek Apartments, and this would lead me to the clock puzzle that I would absolutely speedrun and solve perfectly, but not without doing this first.
Disgusting!
And after that, James encountered Angela again and asked her if she's seen his wife.
Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I don't know why I think she's here. She
died 3 years ago.
She's dead?
Oh, don't worry, I'm not crazy. At least I don't think so.
I have to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town really is dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
No, it's okay. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure, no problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. No! I'm sorry! I've been bad! Please don't!
I see America is still here. I also encountered this moth puzzle that was without a doubt the hardest puzzle in the game, and I was very proud of myself for figuring it out. And given the green paint and the moths, I think this puzzle replaced this room that was from the original. And I mean, considering there's so much green here, I just needed to know if James would work as a green screen. So I put Mario and Sonic kissing on him. But anyways, not long after, I had my first boss fight with Pyramid Head.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman.
Pyramid Head was much more intimidating in the remake because he moves at a speed faster than 0.03 miles per hour. Another thing that adds to the intimidation is that he has Dead by Daylight range. The key is you either have to be really good at dodging or keep yourself really far away from him. But of course, I eventually got him. Well, that certainly made more sense than him sinking into black goo. And he just went into mud, and I don't actually know. And of course, after the Pyramid Head fight, as I'm sure you all recall, James encountered Laura once more.
Hey, it was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
I dunno. What's a big dum-dum like you doing here anyway?
Hey, that's not very nice. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? What you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait! How do you know her name?
Freaking hell, James. Did her words really hurt that bad? And, of course, not long after that, we see Maria for the first time.
Mary? No. You're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. Your face, your voice, you could be...
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Warm.
Sorry, I got confused.
Hey. Where are you going?
I need to find Mary.
Didn't you say she died?
Oh. Yeah. 3 years ago. It's just... I got a letter from her.
A letter?
I know how it sounds. I don't...
Hey. It's okay. So, what did the letter say?
She said she was waiting for me. in our special place.
And let's hear. Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
I don't know anymore. There was something. I can't quite.
Hey! I think I might know. I mean, there's this one place. Not far from here.
What kind of place?
The kind two lovers might call special. I can show you if you want. Unless you have somewhere else to be.
Oh no! Oh no!
And so, Maria and James proceeded to go on some very silly adventures.
Whoa! Hey! Why'd you do that? Can you let me in? I prefer the door next time, thank you. I'm not really dressed for burglary. Hey! You think I'd look good in this one?
Also, here is some raw footage of me denying Maria free will.
Michael! Don't leave me here! My house! My God!
In order to get out of this section with Maria, I needed to solve yet another safe puzzle, which I was massively overthinking and didn't even notice myself picking up the note that literally tells me how to solve it. So after typing that in, I finally got the key to the gate. So, that was pretty cool. After James and Maria got out, they found a hole.
Strange. This should not be here.
Well, it is.
And then all of a sudden, a ton of enemies came out of nowhere, and I completely left Maria behind. However, unfortunately, she got up. I'm disappointed she ran out of keys this time.
It's no good. It's locked.
Bro, seriously, stop looking.
Maria?
What? Oh, come on, don't give me that look.
James knew he could dance better.
You gonna dance for me, big guy?
After that, Maria tried to tell James about a romance story, and he fell asleep.
Even in darkness, the man would not give up. He would not turn back.
And then they heard a little girl scream, and James, desperate to get away from Maria's story, literally crawled through broken glass. The little girl in question was, of course, Laura talking to Eddie, and this time it was in a movie theater instead of a bowling alley.
Why are you sitting here? I thought you said the top.
Very sly, James.
Eddie?
Oh. You're,
James. We met back at the apartment building.
Yeah. I remember.
I see that you didn't make it out yet.
Yeah. I just didn't get around to it yet.
At least you got your appetite back. Are you alone here, Eddie?
No.
Well,
That's probably just Laura messing around.
the little girl? Laura, is that her name?
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go look for her. You coming?
Now you want me to come with you?
Never mind.
It pains me that James literally picked up the pizza box and didn't say his famous line.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pee?
Anyways, in an attempt to protect Laura from monsters, James chased her into Brookhaven Hospital. And why is this hospital so pretty? Also, is nobody gonna talk about how amazing James sounds?
It looks like there is a key in there. No combination, though.
We should look around. Might be written down.
Maria, stop talking! You're taking up time that James could be talking! I gotta say, I wasn't entirely sure how to solve this puzzle until Maria said this.
You looking for something in these photos?
The code turned out to be how many things were in each photo.
Second floor?
Basement.
And so that is where I went next.
You trying to blind me, James?
So, the intention is to get the elevator to work again, by the way. After fixing the generator, I got a strawberry milkshake in real life and made my way up the elevator.
Maria? Hey. You okay?
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
James is always saying it's fine. I feel like he would say that in every single case.
I had to beat an old lady with a stick.
That's fine.
This was one of those moments where I felt that the remake made way more sense than the original, because she had a hangover and we saw that she drank beforehand, versus the original, she just got a hangover from being alive, I guess. After James talks with Maria, I walked over to this window and just listened to how well they captured the sound of rain falling on leaves. And I have to say, this is a game much more enjoyed with headphones. The sound design is stunning. I actually just stood here for a very long time. Can you blame me? Take a listen for yourself. I definitely understand why someone would want to listen to this for a while. I feel like uploading a video titled "Leaves for 10 Hours." Not long after, James had his first nurse encounter, and you can literally hear how scared he was. Not long after that, James managed to get stabbed by a teddy bear, and also found this. Yeah, the nurses aren't going to be a problem anymore. Even though I adore this game, it's got some glitches. I do have to be honest about that one. But back to the puzzles. Even though this isn't a puzzle, it's just a progression, I feel obligated to show you this because of how funny it is. What's the matter, James? Are you stuck? The thing that gets me is James had no reason to go down there. And that should have literally been the ending of the game. But somehow he got out, and I found this medical tube, which also goes to the needle James found in that teddy bear to put in some random moldy drain and fish out a key for some reason. I don't know. I still think this was much better than James using a single strand of hair to do that, though. I mean, usually you try to get the hair out of the drain, but imagine you see some guy standing there putting hair in your drain. Okay, stop imagining that. You're disgusting for thinking about that. There was also this x-ray puzzle where the scratches on each x-ray turned out to be a code. And this gets at least 1 thumbs up from me because of how adequate it was. This all led to collecting a couple of bracelets and dressing up a mannequin hand to get a fabulous key for a rooftop. And then this happened on the roof. And that unlocked a new section for James in the hospital where he can now have fun in his new favorite room. And of course, James finally caught up to Laura.
Why do you keep running away from me? And how do you know about Mary?
I just do. What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No. I won't. Please, just... I need to know.
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying! Laura, I'm sorry.
Fine! Don't believe me! See if I care!
Hey!
And I'm sure you guessed this next part. Laura traps James in a room, and he is forced to have to fight disgusting rectangles with knives. And then feet take him into the ceiling. And then he wakes up in a room with a box that needs solving. Wait, what? Did you not guess that? This next part consisted of 3 different rooms where you would find 3 different things to solve said box. One consisted of mannequin abuse, which gave a key, and another, and my most favorite one, consisted of nothing but a room talking about the year, the time, the light flickering, and the pills in the sink. And there are no items in this room whatsoever for the box. But if you put all of that together, you can find a code to solve the lock on the box. This was mainly fun for me because I saw it and turned to the box and remembered almost all of it off the top of my head. And the third room also had a pretty easy code in it. And all of this leads to a cutscene rewarding you for your hard work. This is the best cutscene in video game history. Afterwards, James uses the elevator and finds this ring that for some reason triggered Maria in the most literal sense possible.
James.
Mary! Oh. Maria, I thought... Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? I was almost killed back there. I have never been so scared in my whole life. All you care about is that dead wife of yours.
In the original, he looked like he was being scolded. But here, he just looks like he's been caught.
I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours.
So, having reunited, they continue on.
What the hell is that?
What do you know? Stroll in the rain. How romantic.
Maria. What are you talking about?
It's dandruff. And upon strolling, they encounter a strange box.
Having trouble there?
Yeah. You think you could give me a hand?
Me? You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help? Fine. What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, why don't you take it?
Thanks.
And not long after, Maria would reach her expiration date.
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to get out of here.
I know. It's just... something doesn't feel right.
Come on. It's gonna be fine.
Run!
Why are both of them running like a teenager in a 1980s horror film?
There! An elevator! Come on, hurry!
What, did you think I wouldn't do the Maria is Dead dance? Come on now. James then walks in the rain in this absolutely stunning environment and answers a payphone in the middle of nowhere.
Hello?
My name is Skylar White, yo. My husband is Walter White, yo.
Anyone there?
Uh-huh. He told me everything.
And somehow this got him a wrench that was used on a door where there were some silly floor monkeys. Correction. Silly floor monkeys that give tinnitus. James also found a key that leads to the Historical Society.
It's him.
It's him!
And this is where he would find his first bottomless pit to hop into. Just kidding. He reunited with Eddie.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and pow.
Eddie?
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here?
Who was that?
Banana Wizard Showdown.
Okay.
This next part can be summed up to a prison where you of course kill many monsters, and get killed by monsters, and collect weights that are used to progress a puzzle where you can judge people's crimes by pulling a noose, and if you guess correctly, this happens. And I guess James really did hit his head hard because of what he saw next.
I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt?
Not at all, silly. I am here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
James would now find a way to open up the cell. This led to a cluster of puzzles that made no sense, and an incredibly slow chase sequence with Pyramid Head. And by the end of all of this, James went to return to Maria's cell for some very PG reasons, I'm sure, but found her smothered to death by a pillow. Or at least I'm assuming that's how she died, because this is the way that his wife looked. And after seeing this, he just kind of cries and then goes, "Wait, did I leave my stove on?" Completely forgetting about what just happened, James continues down some stairs and has another encounter with Eddie.
Couldn't leave well enough alone, huh? You just had to follow me all the way out here. How many times do I have to kill you?
Eddie? Whoa, Eddie, it's me.
Oh, hi, James.
Eddie, what are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? You fat, disgusting piece of shit, you make me sick!
Oh my god, you didn't need to go off on James like that, what? Things kind of escalated quickly here. James did the most adorable punch I've ever seen in my life, and Eddie admitted he killed a dog and liked it for some reason, and after they fought in a meat locker, James literally killed him. And then proceeded to stand there and look cute, and row a boat all the way to his final destination, Lakeview Hotel. Wow! Somehow, Laura was also there.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did. I guess I deserved it, huh? The fart face that I am.
Maybe. Then again, maybe you're not so bad. Just annoying.
Uh-huh.
Little does she know, he just arrived here after killing a man in a dark meat locker. But I guess she's right about the annoying part, because that must have been really annoying for Eddie. Then Laura gave him a letter from Mary, and was also hanging on to a separate one from her, and lost it. So in normal fashion, Laura ran away once again. And of course, now this led to yet another cluster of puzzles, including, but not limited to, a book puzzle I randomly guessed right. Also fighting many of these little guys that were literally just playing hide and seek. Like, what are you doing over there? I can see you. And I also had to fight a silly monkey so I could get a Cinderella figure. And I also found the strange room that was full of blood. Oh, never mind. It was just bloody red paint. I guess I'm just pessimistic. But collecting the figurines would continue to be a common theme here, among elevators that have no hot people policy. But after somehow getting James through the elevator and down to the basement, I found that Johnny managed to get down here too. And I'm not exactly sure how because he's one hot guy. The basement was kind of annoying because I couldn't use any weapons down here, so I was just running as fast as I could to try to avoid dying, while meanwhile I was expected to stop to look for that bread for an achievement. I kid you not, look, here's the achievement! While being in the basement, the most important item I would find would be this videotape, and also this aerial figure. And as for the final figure, that was found after solving this cool mirror puzzle. And finally, all of these figures were used for a music box that opened up the 3rd floor so James could revisit the hotel room he shared with his wife and see what was on that tape.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Just kidding, it wasn't Vsauce. It was footage of James smothering his wife to death with a pillow. And then she proceeded to discombobulate James.
I knew it. You didn't care about her. I hate you, James.
James, emotionally and physically damaged from this realization that he had a pillow fight with his wife, heard Mary calling for him over the radio to come find her. And while James was looking for her, he found Angela, who was making this hand gesture. And then he watched Maria die for the 3rd time.
James!
Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone!
Alright. I'm just kidding. This cutscene is way too amazing for me to ruin it. Here's the actual cutscene.
I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore.
And so, James single-handedly fought the Pyramid Heads. And for some reason, James got a rusty egg for doing this. And by using these eggs to open up a door, don't ask, I have literally no answers, he was able to find his wife.
Mary? have missed you so much.
I've missed you too. We can finally be together. Forever.
No.
James. Honey. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I know you tried,
James, please.
but she's gone. I know that now.
Stop it.
And I can't just keep pretending.
Shut up! What do you want? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? I can give you what she never could. I can be better than her. What else do you want me to be? What else can I be?
I am so sorry, Maria. I really am. But this has to stop. It's time to let it go.
No.
What?
I won't let you do this to me. I won't let you go. I can't!
This was a surprisingly very difficult boss fight, where I seemed to be constantly almost one shot. Now there would be some supplies around, but nonetheless, I couldn't seem to stop James from falling over. But believe it or not, I eventually got it.
Mary.
Hey, handsome.
Sorry.
Don't be. I told you. I wanted the pain to end.
Yeah. You did. But that's not why I did it. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
If that's true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary.
It's okay, James. Here.
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for. In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon. So that you remember me for who I was. And not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live. For yourself. And for others. Like you did for me. James. You made me happy.
And so, I got the leave ending on my first playthrough, which I consider to be the good ending for the same reason I said in my original video on Silent Hill, which also leads to some advice I would like everyone to hear once more in case you didn't watch the first video. That advice is that every other character in this game fell apart because of their personal traumas, while James was determined to make it out and not allow it to destroy him. And so to anyone out there dealing with trauma, I have a little Winnie the Pooh quote I hope helps you. You're braver than you believe. Stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Remind yourself of that, and I'm sure you can get through it. I gotta say, I adored this remake. It was beautiful and still stayed faithful to the original, while adding something new so you get to play it all over again. And speaking of playing all over again, all I'm gonna say is there's a really fun video on its way. But with all that said, there's not much else to say, so I'm gonna leave this video here. So take care of yourselves, have a decent day, and stay determined all the way.